Hello, my name is James. My boat's Amanda Ann. I I started working on my starter. I have a Mercruiser. It's a 300 horsepower. It's 350 MPI. I actually don't remember how old it is, but it's not too old. But I had it for a few years now. It's about maybe about third starter I've been through. One of it's, a couple of it is because of water issues. I blew a hose in the back, and I blew what do you call it now? A hose clamp came off. One of my intakes hose came off, and then my raw water started coming in, flowing into the boat. So it kind of cooked my one starter. Um, they're just like wear. It's probably been on there since day one. But anyway, this starter here that I had to replace got a little bit of water in there. I have it on land. It's actually on my trailer at my house right now. But what happened was I forgot to take the plug out, and being sitting here for because I winterized it as I've been going to school, and I winterized it. And what happened was the rainwater got in here and it came up to my starter, and it fried my starter. But it also killed my badgers were deader than dead. So I ended up pulling the plug out in the back. So don't forget to take out your plug if you pull up your boat for the winter. Take out your plug in the back. It will save you 150 odd bucks for a new rebuilt starter. But what I'm getting to in this one is the the bolt that Mercruiser, the two bolts that hold the starter in, they're um, kind of like this, and they're not lined up. They're they're um, they're offset a little bit, and this one here in the back, it's easy. It's kind of easy to get to, but it's not really. But it's easy to get to, easier than the closest one. The closest one is close so close to that shield, the plastic shield for the flywheel, that you can't get a socket in it. And a lot of people have been really talking about this on YouTube about Mercruiser and where the starter is positioned, and it's hell to get into. Like I have to practically hang in there upside down while I'm doing my work on the starter, and I'm gonna actually show you where it is. So I'm gonna pause on. Actually, I don't know about pause. I don't know if I can turn this around. I think I can turn it around, so I have to take it right out of here. But anyway, this is my motor right here. Sorry about the mess, man. I've been working on it for a while. Yeah, there you go. Here's my motor, and right down here, I have a life jacket just to kind of from my shoulder. And sorry about the mess on my boat. It's pretty greasy down here. You gotta clean that up after. But that's where my starter goes, right down in here. So there's this one bolt, and that's what I'm working on right now. But how I got it was was this right here. I went to my shop, my shed, and I grinded the crap out of this, and I got it so it wasn't too thin that it'd break, but it was thick enough that thin enough that I could get into that one spot to get that wrench off, to get that bolt off. I mean, so this one here is a 14 millimeter or 9/16. 9/16 is just a hair too big. And when you use the open end wrench, try to use open wrench on it, it starts to strip it on a 9/16. So don't use a 9/16. Look for a 14 millimeter, and try to get it as long as you can. So that's probably about 8 inches, some 9, maybe 10 inches long. But you need the length in order for you to break the bolt off. So that's why I bought this. It's like $14 or $12 over at Canadian Tire. But anyway, if you could see this, I grinded the crap out of this. So just with my grinder. No, not my. I used a grinder, the one that's based on my shop table, not the angle grinder. It's better if you use the stone grinder. So I grinded it down, and I got it. But it took me a long time. I was working on it for 2 days straight, trying to figure out how I was going to get it off. So, but I got the starter off, got a new rebuilt one, and now I'm putting it back together. So there's 2 wires that hold the starter together. One's the wire that connects to the battery. The other one is I think it's the ignition wire. It's a really small one. So those are the 2 wires that are holding that starter, or that's in the starter. Anyway, like I said, I have to get all the way down in there in order to get this bolt off. So, like I said, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to try my best to show you. Okay. There's my life jacket for my head, my shoulder, and then there's that's where the starter goes down. Hang on, I'll see if I can get you in that right spot. It's way down there. It's right behind that hose. You can't even see it. Right in front of this light. Right in front of that light. I hope I'm flashing in the right spot. I don't have a camera, sorry guys. But that's where it goes. And it's so close to the bottom that any kind of water that you get in your boat, it's going to touch your starter. So try to keep your boat as dry as you can. So, on the Mercruiser, and positions that we all have to get into in order to fix our boat. And sometimes it hurts, sometimes it's hard, but it can be done with a little bit of creativity when it comes to fixing your tools or wrecking them. But I'm going to spray paint this, clean it up on that opening wrench. I'm going to clean it up, and then I'm going to put it away and mark it and put it in my boat, and it's going to stay in here forever. In my I'm going to find a special, make a toolbox, I guess, just for my starter. But it's not very often I change it, but it's a bitch to get to. And I mean, it's really hard. So take your time with it. Find a nephew or find somebody skinny to get in that freaking spot. It's really hard to get to. Sorry for swearing, but it's the only way I got through this. But anyway, find a good 14 millimeter ratchet or wrench, and grind it and clean it up, and it'll fit in there, and it'll start. You can start taking it out. But yeah, I wish I could show you how I had to do it, how I had to take it out, and how I put it back together. I'm going to turn my iPod around, and I'm going to try to get a better view of that bolt that I'm working on, and that other one that has to go in. So I got one in so far, the tough one that had a hard time coming out, and where I had to improvise on that bolt wrench. But anyway, there's my starter issue, my starter problem. Kind of glad that wrench was handy. Like I said, my boat's winterized, but I'm planning on getting in the water in January. I was too busy with school, so I'm done school, and I'm ready to do some fishing and get back on the water again. Again, I'm like halfway upside down here, just getting this boat all ready for everybody else, or for me, I mean. But I want to go camping and stuff in it. So it's a nice boat. I have a 25-foot bayliner. It's a bayliner Sahara with a flybridge named Amanda Ann. You'll probably see some of my footage on my boat on my YouTube page. But other than that, it's a little bit of work. But like I said, it probably cost me about $400 to get it changed, maybe $450, $500 to get the starter changed in the shop. So I paid $150 for the rebuild starter. I tried to rebuild or clean up my old one, but my solenoid was hooped on it, and a little bit of corrosion on the gear, the teeth on it. So I just coughed up my $150 and paid for it, and now I got a brand new one on here, and hopefully it'll start right away. When I had it, all it was doing was spinning. It didn't like this. It didn't seem like the solenoid was kicking in. So when I took it off, I tested it, and the solenoid was toast. So it was easier just for me, just with the rust and all that. Probably only lasted for about 2 weeks, and then I had to get a new one anyway. So I might as well do it now while I'm out of the water. A few things I'm going to do to my boat. What else am I going to do? I gotta do some wiring. I gotta get my wiring all cleaned up and kind of get it fixed up. So I'll do that next one. So hopefully that I'll have a better camera by then. That's about it with my starter anyway. Good luck with yours, and like I said, do the stuff that you have to do in order to get in there. I hope you have a bigger engine room than me, because like I said, it's just a hell getting down in that little hole. That's where I was. That's where I'm working. And my hip is right on the edge of the thing there, and my legs are hanging over, and I mean outside of it, and my head's on that life jacket and the pillow. Well, I'm working on it pretty well upside down. So that's it for me. My name is James. If you have any questions, please put the comments on down below. Be more than happy to answer it. Remember, 14 millimeters or 9/16. I'm using the socket on the one end, and I'm using the open end wrench on the other. So have fun with your starter, and good luck.